Is that all, Danny?
Just a very quick follow-up. We regard George Kambosos as truly undisputed, as Devin Haney has the WBC lightweight title.
Yes, Devin Haney is the WBC lightweight title. He's a pride WBC champion. He has grown into being a tremendous champion. He defeated Gamboa, defeated Linares, just had a great outing with Jojo Diaz. As I said, it's a new concept. Kambosos defeated Lopez, who defeated Lomachenko. So I do believe he's due recognition as undisputed champion, and great fights to come.
Thank you.
Hello, Dillian.
Hey, Mauricio, how are you?
Let me just finish one thing. I saw my champion Haney comments after the fight, and he says that when he fights Kambosos, he will not care for the franchise. Perfect.
Man, y'all can take it how y'all want to, man, but this is the reason why with Crawford and Spence, this is the reason why I don't be going off like some of y'all. I keep it right down the middle. I don't give a fuck about who said what, who did what. You know, the proof is in the pudding, and it's all over social media. It's all, you know, wherever where you want to go, you can get really what happened. And when you see fuckery in boxing with fights not being made and stuff like that, the problem to me with a lot of people is that they put their feelings involved, or they put their promoter cap on or managerial cap on when you're just a motherfucking fan. You know what I'm saying? And from the fan's perspective, even if you want to go to where I know a little bit about the boxing game, this and the third, fuck all that. If two dudes can't make a fight, and this is how I'm going to keep it straight up from now on, if two dudes can't make a fight, it's on both of them. I ain't got time to be going back and forth for grown-ass men talking about shit like that. I think it's ridiculous. And I think that it should be left to people who want to make money off of YouTube. If you want to make money and get people all up in arms and stuff like that over two fighters, it's a 60-40 or 50-50 split. I don't want to hear about none of that shit, who did what in the past, what numbers motherfuckers doing. And either somebody could have said yeah. Somebody could have said yeah and had this fight popping, and it didn't. So I don't want to hear nothing out of nobody's mouth. Now on the shit with the WBC, more fuckery. And even from the standpoint from a fan's perspective, just by Mauricio Sulaiman trying to explain to us what a franchise player is. Never made sense, still doesn't make sense, because the champion is not the champion. The champion is the franchise guy, according to Mauricio Sulaiman, but the franchise guy doesn't have to fight a mandatory. So that basically means Devin Haney could be the champion in the WBC and not get his shot at the franchise champion ever. If there will always be a franchise champion, and that franchise champion doesn't want to fight Devin Haney, he would never get his shot. He would never get his shot. So the best thing for him to do is get the fuck up out of there. In my opinion, I said this in November or December. Kambosos fighting Loma next. Two Europeans. What, you can't get no better than that. In some people's eyes, right? It ain't gonna happen in Australia, but it's gonna happen over there in somewhere in Eastern Europe or whatever the case may be. Whiteville. You know, when was the last time they had a fight over there, right? Where that motherfucker from, but it don't make me no different. But like I said, you know, Kambosos literally can sit back, weigh his fucking options, and fight whoever the fuck he want to fight. Literally. We always hear it. Risk the reward. He can have himself a tune-up. He can fight whoever the fuck he wants to, and can't nobody do nothing about it. Because obviously the WBC wanted him to be franchise champion. You can't just ask for it. It has to be approved. And when they approved it, Devin Haney name wasn't even part of the conversation. What about him? How about we just clear all this shit up and get Devin Haney up out of the way? Nope. Because they know it might not happen that way. Gonna call a black African Muslim brother Pride champion. Ain't that about a bitch? Woo! Right after he said he wants no parts of that franchise shit. Woo! You, man, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I tell you is what, man. Damn. Ain't that about something? See, y'all, I mean, y'all the motherfuckers who like this shit, man, like, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just the newsman. Hold up now. I'm just the one giving you niggas the news.